Morning, everybody. This is Ricardo checking in. I wanted to show you guys my new project vehicle. This is our new rig for overlanding, as you can see right behind me. This is the 4xe Rubicon. It's a Jeep Wrangler 2024 model. I'm doing some upgrades already. I've had the Jeep for about a week. So we're going to be installing a new rack for the back of the Jeep. I chose this specific product because it fits the bill. It's aluminum. It's lighter than some of the other products I've seen, and it's the exact dimensions that I was looking for. So I'm going to show you guys the install on the 24 Wrangler JL 4xe. Hey guys, so with the box and everything, it says about 68.8 pounds. So the Amazon website, it said it was about 61 pounds. So without the boxes and packaging material, that could be accurate. 68.8 with all the boxes. I'm going to get the Jeep in position. I'm going to back it into the garage to make things a little bit easier for me. Alright, it's nice to have a 3-car garage to work in private. Alright guys, I'm gonna throw this box up top. Everything seems neatly packed on the inside of the box. As you can see, it looks pre-powder coated. It comes with texture. Looks like this is the back portion of the rack. This is the front wind fairing. These are the two sides. All these parts here, they feel like they're made out of steel. They're significantly heavier than these crossbars. I believe these crossbars are made of aluminum. And here's all the hardware, guys. I got everything separated. We got the brackets that clamp onto the rain gutters, a bunch of little bolts, washers, things like that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and kind of put all the wind fairings and the side and front and back of the rack together. After that, I'm going to put the crossbars on, then I'll throw it on top. One thing I'm going to add is a little bit of blue Loctite. I know some of these screws are going to be bolting into aluminum. Just trying to prevent it from backing out and prevent it from corroding and seizing up on me. My research online says that even a little bit of Loctite can provide some corrosion resistance by kind of blocking out excess water from getting into the threads of the bolt. One cool thing I like is the fact that there's T-slot channels here. I plan on putting some Hooke rings, so it'll be a lot easier to add accessories in the future or tie down products like a tent or some chairs, things like that. Remember to keep the T-slot channels facing up. On the bottom, it's pretty much unusable, so keep this part up before you start bolting it onto the side rails. All right, 2 more brackets to go. And then we'll get started on the opposite side. Bolt things together, and I'll throw it on top of the Jeep. Oh good, I have a chair. As I was saying earlier, I like this rack because it's pretty flat and flush on the top. One thing that will definitely help with is aerodynamics. So this, as you can see, this whole thing is probably about 3 inches. I think the total height of the rack is about 4 inches above the Wrangler. So I threw a moving blanket on top. I'm going to go ahead and put this on top of the Jeep by myself. Thankfully, it's not too heavy. These crossbars are aluminum. These are a little bit heavier because they're steel. Thankfully, it's not too heavy. I'd say this part's about 30 pounds. So I'll just walk it across. All right, no damage done. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and continue installing the wind fairing up front and the rear bar. As I'm happy to see the attention to detail. Looks like they put some rubber stoppers. I think a bolt will fit right here. And these rubber gaskets will fit pretty much anywhere that contacts and clamps onto the rain gutters of the JL. So we'll get that all together and we'll hook it on up. I'm not really sure where I'm going to put the legs, but I'm just going to go ahead and put it right above the center of the rear door. and then as far back as I can on this rail. All right, as you can see, that's how the legs mount. There's going to be a top plate that clamps onto the rain gutter. It's just an M8 by 25 bolt that meets the rivet nut underneath. I'm going to go ahead and complete this for the other three legs. All right, guys, so this is the final look of the product. I still have to put on the clamps that clamp to the outside of the rain gutters. And then I'm going to go ahead and button up everything once I'm satisfied with the placement. But so far, everything looks amazing. So now the next step is to add these clamps that go over the legs of the rack. And then I'm going to put a bolt up top and then through. All right, guys, so I went ahead and started threading the bolt to attach the clamp by hand. And the instructions say to tighten these two bolts in tandem so that you can get the perfect amount of pressure onto the rain gutter. So that's clamp number one. I'm going to go ahead and torque this down to where I'm satisfied, and I'm going to go ahead and finish those three other legs. So that concludes the installation process of the Hooke roof rack for the JL. Anyways, I kind of wanted to show you guys the finished product. A couple of thoughts regarding this product. One thing is the fact that it is actually rated for 220 pounds. It has 4 legs, but just to be safe, I contacted Hooke Road, the supplier of this rack, and I asked them to order 2 more legs just to be, on the safer side. Especially a lot of times these ratings are meant to be on road. And I plan on taking this guy off road. We're going to be off camber. We're going to be hitting a lot of bumps, things like that. So just to be safe, I'm going to add 2 more legs to the 4 that's already on there. 220 pounds, 4 legs. Will increase the rating to about 300 pounds on road, probably about 180 pounds off road in terms of rating. Another thing that I wanted to point out is that the back here, as you can see, it turns into kind of like a scoop for air. There's really no airflow out of this back bracket or this back piece of the rack. So it's going to be like, it's definitely going to take a hit in terms of aerodynamics and fuel economy, I'm pretty sure. And I took it for a quick drive. I noticed a little bit of noise. That's one thing you really can't avoid with a roof rack. That's kind of part of the process. Also, I like the fact that it leaves the freedom panels open. If I want to take those things off, turn it into a convertible, I could still use the rack and still have a convertible at the same time. It's super functional, super nice. Anyways, I totally like the product. I'm going to be putting it to the test, like I said, off-road, not just on-road. So we'll see where that takes us. If you guys like this video, please do like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and follow for more Jeep JL content. We'll see you later, guys. Thank you. All right, guys, and quick update. To combat the wind noise of the wind fairing in the roof rack, I decided to put some paracord and kind of strapped it around the front wind fairing. Anyways, it looks pretty nice. Wish I had black paracord, but the green actually looks pretty good.